Aston Villa's season has been chances that have come and not been taken, and City goals given away at the back. This is Unal for Trabzonspor. Oh! And that was very nearly an own goal by the hero. In leading the side last time. Richardson, I think, with the header. Here's the corner. That's well taken.
Yes, it was just a reaction defensive header, wasn't it? And nearly deflected in his own net. As you can see, he's got behind the defence, goes to knock it and pull it back a bit. Richardson reacts with his head and it diverts it right across the face of the goal, just misses the far post. Very risky there, look, going right over the top of Andy Townsend, who had, well, he had no option but to collapse there, and certainly the referee perfectly positioned, and I've certainly seen decisions given there. Look, as it's floated in, Andy Townsend trying to chest it down. Look at him go over the top there, trying to put his hands out and say, well, I'm not touching him, ref, but he did knock him forward.
Ray Houghton seemed to have it. It wouldn't sit for him. He played it with his left foot and frankly completely missed. But he might just feel that he got away with it at the other end, Ron Atkinson, and that could be a turning point.
Should have been hitting it with his right foot, though, Andy Townsend. Controlled it superbly in his stride with his left foot. Wanted to keep it on his favoured one, hit it with the outside, and as you say, almost missed it completely.
To curl it past Nigel Spink, who came out to narrow the angle. But it was a very clean and very well-worked break.
Very good opening, wasn't it? And he should have done better. I thought Nigel Spink did well, stood at his ground, didn't commit himself, didn't make it easy for the attacker. Trying to curl it, he put it straight at him almost.
Hamdi, Soner. Haven't cleared their heads yet. Aston Villa. And they're indebted to the man who finally clears the lines. Hit Atkinson, Atkinson again. That's a good ball by Richardson, but the flag goes up, but it's still only a one-goal deficit. Unal, who played Harmy in, tried for the curler. The goalkeeper's positioning was excellent. Wonderful to get up to make the second one. Really did enormously well. Orham with the first. And he got up and denied Unal.
Well, it was a mistake of their own making, wasn't it? Egion playing it to Paul McGrath, didn't reach him. Orhan hit it early. I thought Nigel Spink had just sort of given him the chance to tuck it in at the tight angle, but he got up very quick.
Curling a bit. Out by Staunton. Man at the back. Effective punch out. Two-fisted. This is Toddenite. This is Houghton. Again, there were three bunched around the penalty spot. Not really quite sure that Staunton intended to pick out Houghton like that, but he did.
But just by going past the defender, suddenly it commits another defender, and it starts to open up the defence. It makes such a difference if you can get somebody who can take somebody on like that.
Houghton. Barrett into the last 10 minutes of the first half.
But there's no way as he got the ball there, and he puts his hand up almost immediately, said, please let me off. But, you know, he sort of had to keep running, didn't he? Who was in front of him to pass to? But he just toe ends it because he's got to keep going himself. There's no options, but look at that challenge. I mean, definitely a yellow card, and certainly Gengis, I think, not before time. He's an aggressive marker, and probably that might help Dalian Atkinson, who's being picked up by him at the moment.
They've been making a fair collection of yellow cards during the competition. Academic to Aston Villa about who will be available for the Turkish side in the next round, because they intend to be there in their stead. That's a good try by Dean Saunders, and a good stop too. Staunton. One of of those nights for him, and so far one of those nights for Villa. Higher this second one, the goalkeeper gets a good right hook to it.
Drops short, not a lot Atkinson can do, lets it go through, and it just hits him on the chest. Unfortunately, rebounds kindly to the Turkish defence, and they hook it away.
Houghton looked to be obstructed a little bit, but a good turn by Cengiz in the end. Here's Unal. Stop by Abdul. Offside. Flag is up, he's offside. Before he played it the first time, the linesman's flag was up. Just
marginal, wasn't it? Just a fraction ahead, probably. Dean Saunders this side, but certainly not interfering with play. But again,
worse. But for this man, it's 0-0 at half-time in the second leg, so Trabzonspor still lead by the goal scored in the first leg.
First leg did cost Newcastle dear.
The ball, but I don't think there's any way he was going to beat the goalkeeper from that.
Atkinson, Barrett and McGrath waiting in the area. Now two more join them. Off the crossbar and over the top from McGrath. Struck so cleanly, beat everybody, and McGrath couldn't get over the top to keep it down, so it went over the top.
Well, whipped in viciously. I'm not sure it didn't actually just come off the top of Dean Saunders' head as the front man, and that just diverted it onto the crossbar, but I mean...
Staunton places the ball again. This is a little further in fact, by a good 15 yards further in. Two men on the near edge of the wall as we look. Staunton hits it, gets deflected, which took all the sting out of it. Atkinson makes the run and is offside. This is Staunton, who is onside but wide. But the flag is Arthur Saunders, got a deflection, will be a corner.
Tempo just creeping up, isn't it? Dean Saunders hitting his shot, just ricochets off.
It's getting hotter. Goalkeeper with a rather curious hook. O'Gunn looking as though he got one in the eye then. Then the goalkeeper wanted to make it his. Well played, Hogg. Well, he pulled it back for someone to come on, but three kick because that was a back pass. But the man wide missed it as it was played in by Staunton. Houghton played it across, Cengiz missed it. That now is adjudged as a back pass by Hamdi, and there will be a free kick in the 6-yard area. The ball is in the net, but the whistle hasn't gone.
Cengiz certainly missed the one at the near post. It came to Hamdi, it just hit his foot, but he was in such a critical area, it had to be judged at deliberate back passes, as Grishko took it off his feet, and now, well, it's so close to the goal, with so many people massed on the line, you just wonder whether, in fact, they'll be able to get the shot in. It's got to be just touched to the side. Sometimes they knock it back to create the better opening, but it's a vital chance, isn't it?
It's almost academic that it's indirect to go in the net without hitting somebody. But a little touch in the first place anyway, surely. Richardson and Staunton on the ball. They've got to be back 10 yards, which is fairly difficult as we're in the 6-yard area. Geronimo blocked from about 2 yards.
Sometimes they're harder when you're closer because there's so many people massed there that you can't lift the ball and bypass somebody.
Oh, and Ehiog, unmarked on the edge of the 6-yard area, plays the header too fine.
Well, you couldn't wish for a better cross. Look at that, between the two defenders, Ehiog, I mean, it's almost harder to miss the goal from that range. I mean, it looks so easy, doesn't it? You just try and glance the header and pick your spot. 6
in the area, and the goalkeeper's position was questionable, but Cengiz got it away. Offside. Good block by the goalkeeper, but he shouldn't have been given any chance at all. Clear-cut chance again, was he did everything right, had the one touch to set it up. Townsend. So in Europe. On to Saunders, who is not offside. But his best hold things up. Barrett with lots to do. Parker, well won. Barrett, Houghton. And gets a flick. Not the best of work by Orhan. Ehiog, Atkinson, handball! Penalty. Handle on the line. Now he'll go off. They're down to 10 men. And Aston Villa have the penalty. It's Ogun who handles the ball. The Turks will be down to 10. And Villa have the chance from 10 yards. From 12 yards, I beg your pardon. And how Aston Villa's story in Europe has been all about penalties. Bergkamp, who scored for them against Inter, the penalty competition here, which decided that Aston Villa came through to this second round. And now Ron Atkinson's team have a chance to square the tie against Trabzonspor. Steve Staunton against Victor Grishko. Looked at it once and turned away, Staunton. Turns away a second time. Ehiog! And follow-up! Atkinson! Oh, the luck was with Aston Villa then. I must say I didn't fancy Steve Staunton to score from the penalty. He looked at it 3 times, and this was the result. Ehiog was quick in. Goalkeeper got up to block that just, but he could do nothing about Dalian Atkinson.
Where was the Turkish defenders though? Look how many Aston Villa players are following up there. They're queuing up. Ehiog knocks it to the keeper. Look, 3 of them all waited to book it in, and Turkish defenders, none of them have come to the assistance of the goalkeeper, who's performed heroics. Look, he's made the first aid, he's got up on his feet, he's got into the middle of goal, saved the second one. And then Dalian Atkinson, who won the penalty with the final header. How often he ends up going to get the headlines. Let's hope it's a good end story as well, because of course at the moment it's still now only all square.
And Saunders is here! But the ball isn't there.
Well, it's a great run by Dalian Atkinson. Suddenly he's got a yard or 2 quicker, hasn't he? Whips it in and just on his left foot there. I mean, Dean sort of, again, can't believe he's missed that opportunity. At the far post, tries to side foot it, just loses his stride, and then before he knows what happens, it comes off his shin. I mean, some very, very clear-cut chances that have just been thrown away, and they've just got to keep them.
Staunton. Another chance goes away. rush hour in the Turkish crowd area. Out to King. Offside given. And Andy Townsend instead of the other Republic of Ireland man. It's curling a lot, and that's just over the top. It's him again, Ehiog.
He's winning everything in the air, and the goalkeeper doesn't get there. He's behind him. Look, comes for the punch, but it doesn't get to him because Ehiog gets there first. And oh, how close can you get?
Side. Barrett goes ahead. Saunders and Townsend and Atkinson are down the middle. Houghton.
Saunders with his friend Kamal alongside of Kamal getting the toe end in.
Townsend, so it's too short. It's more hopeful than anything else. Orhan just keeping possession. Suddenly a promising break. Kachirava, Soner. Now suddenly the home supporters want the final whistle. Soner teasing. Orhan's shot is blocked, and it's a corner. And it's Orhan who has put Aston Villa out of the UEFA Cup. They've been under fire all the way through this second half. But right at the end of the match, the man who scored in Turkey scores again. Kachirava put it back, and Orhan adjusted himself to find the roof of the net.
Well, 7 came up. Gendis won the first header. The substitute then has a miscue which goes across the goal. Orhan is certainly no clearer, is it, than the 3 or 4 that Aston Villa have had, but he tucked it away superbly. And well,
but the away goal will still be decisive. It squares it at 2-2. But they need another one, Aston Villa.
Well, he's won everything in the air when he has gone forward. Abdullah just lets it rebound from him, and the determination of Egigold gets the toe ender in off the post. And you can see with the reaction of Ron Atkinson, that goal hurts even more.
Only that could have come a few seconds earlier. Spink claims, keeps the ball inside. Referee runs up looking at his watch. It's got to get up there quickly, the ball. Queuing up on the far side. Oh! Goodness me. Paul McGrath wide of the far post. Didn't get it right, which sadly for Villa has been the story so often during the evening. The chances have been there. Barrett to take the throw, another look at the watch by the Dutch referee, and he stops the game for a substitution. By here, oh, good save! It's a corner. Staunton to take. Signed Villa flashes up on the scoreboard in the far corner. Can they still do it? It's out, it's knocked away, and the last chance has gone. Ron Atkinson's side is out of Europe for another season, and there is one of the heroes for the Turkish side, Viktor Grishko. So much pressure on him and his colleagues in front all the way through the second half, but the second goal by Orhan in this tie proved to be crucial. The aggregate score.
And their reward